Hello and welcome. It was a great week. That is how I want to start this video. We gained 90 levels this week, and that's probably the last time that that's going to happen in one week. Um, I basically started rune crafting, so I got those first 40 levels. I was working on sailing, so those were still a lot of easy levels. I'm trying to think of, farming. Oh, and I got a lot of Slayer levels actually too, for reasons that I'll get into later. But yeah, we got a lot of lamps this week. Did some hunter, did some herbivore, some salvaging. So we got some nice lamps. But looking at the inventory, I am sorry, but I got an abyssal needle on my first pull at Guardians of the Rift. Um, I snorted my drink when I got it. Um, I have definitely had accounts where I've gone dry on this, and it is just such a nice item to get. Ironically, I have the needle, but I don't even have all four pouches yet from getting the pulls from the Guardians of the Rift. So I couldn't even make it if I wanted to. And I can't even really. I don't even know if I'll use it at 50 or not. I haven't decided. But definitely when I hit 75, I will be using it, if not at 50. So I'm very happy about that. For rune crafting, all I did was really I did the Enter the Abyss mini quest and then the Temple of the Eye quest, and then I played like 5 games of Guardians of the Rift or something, and I was 40 rune crafting. So that was very quick and painless. Glad I got that stuff done. Rune crafting has started, and it'll really just be Guardians of the Rift until 77 or whenever I finish the outfit. Um, so I am looking forward to that. It's a little frustrating on a level 3. I didn't really know this until playing on it, but the lack of catalytic altars is pretty frustrating. I think before I go back, because this time I was just doing it for easy levels, but before I go back in a more serious way, I will probably try to get the Lost City done because that'll unlock cosmic runes, and just having one more catalytic altar will be so helpful. So that's kind of the goal before I go back. And then these grapes and jugs of water, obviously I just bought them. This is 94 cooking or something banked. I didn't do it on purpose. I just bought 20,000 of each. And I wanted to share these with y'all because I bought them just so that I have a bank standing skill. I'm kind of a believer in having a skill where, like, if you're going to stand at a bank for whatever reason, I used to do it when I would be like waiting for raid teams to form or something like that, or if someone's like, going and eating a sandwich real quick and then coming back, you just bank stand skill for a little while. And cooking seemed like a nice one. I honestly don't like wines that much, but on a level 3 without cooking gauntlets, and I don't really feel like going like unlocking Karam ones. I might do that. I haven't decided. Um, but wines are just more straightforward, so I'm gonna try to knock out a little bit of that. I'm currently 87 cooking, and I think that's just been wines all the way up until now. Um, the two other kind of markers of progress that I have from this week are 363 Bird's Nest, which obviously is just from birdhouses. It's like 1.8 mil. I did do a lot of birdhouse runs this week. I guess we'll talk about Hunter now. So these super Hunter potions are in the game now, and I have mixed feelings about their existence because I think these are I might be wrong about this, but I think these are the first non-combat boosting potions that are above 5. And it feels like kind of a turning point for boosts, and I really don't like that. I don't like the thought of a bunch of +6, or I don't know. Do they just keep pushing that and go to +7, +8? I don't know. Um, but I don't really like that they're in the game, but they're in the game, so I'm going to use them, and I used them this week to boost from 77, I believe, to 83, but I needed 80 for herbivore. I forgot you can boost for herbivore. So I boosted for Herbivore. Now the reason why I did that is because I actually made a mistake. When I was doing salvaging for sailing, I got one of those items that you can turn in the Varrock Museum for an XP lamp, and I thought that they were all like 5k XP for skills above 30 or something. So I thought I was good. I just went and turned it in. Um, Tried to use the lamp and could not because it was 10,000 XP on level 40 plus. And you can't bank the lamp. You can bank the item actually. So if you're in my position and you don't have 40 Slayer, you can bank the item that you get the lamp for, and then you just turn it in later. Don't be like me and turn it in without 40 Slayer. So I had to kind of pivot from salvaging and just the current goals, and I had to go and do Herbivore. That's why I boosted for Herbivore to get fossils. And it honestly didn't take long. It took like, you know, 6 hours or something. I don't know. And it was really nice. I'm glad I got. I pretty much have 81 Hunter. I'm gonna keep doing Herbivore when I feel like it. It's not that pressing of a matter. It was before because I had a lamp in my inventory that I couldn't lose. So now I'm 45 Slayer, and that feels great, honestly. So I think we gained, 9 Slayer levels this week. So that feels wonderful. We're still looking for that 51 Slayer for Troubled Tortugans, but that's just a passive thing. I'll get that, I believe, pretty easily from finishing the fossils. I also have 2 or 3 more salvaging lamps to get. So I think that's like 40,000 more XP that I can get because those scale a little higher. But we'll see. Talking about sailing, I got 70 sailing. I just got that today. And it's just been all from salvaging. Still having a great time. Not much to report on that. I got a camphor hole, and so that means that I'm like at the next tier of speed, and it's noticeable, which made me happy. I think it's important that upgrades feel impactful in any game, but especially this game. So it felt good. You know, I felt like I was moving faster than I was before. And I think the next upgrade, actually, I think I can unlock it now. There's like sails, I think, that I can unlock now, and they boost your acceleration. So that'll be those are a high priority. I'll get those sometime soon. I honestly forgot about them until right now. But I was just salvaging today, on and off, and just going to continue to do that. It's kind of my main AFK activity. Unfortunately, it kind of competes for mining, but I'm going to keep salvaging. I want to at least hit 87 and see what it's all about at the the merchant salvaging. So I'm excited for that, just to experience what all salvaging has to offer, and I'm still having a really great time upgrading my boat and just sailing the seas, salvaging the shipwrecks. It's been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the skill. Now I probably should also talk about the 99 that we got. Um, oh, 91 Slayer, or 91 Slayer, 91 Agility. I was planning on getting that in this video. I figure I'll show y'all some levels at least, right? So 91 Agility, just chipping away at that. I do it at night. I think I mentioned this before. I do it when I go to bed, and just kind of, 10 minutes of agility most nights, and it adds up. And then I just do it in these videos when I'm kind of like, when I don't know what else to do at the moment. I get an Arduino tablet out and I come here and I just run some laps. I wish I did that in real life. I'd be in a lot better shape. But that's just been my default. Like, hey, like, I'd rather not just bank stand for 20-30 minutes, and so I'll just come here and run some laps. But anyways, we did get our first 99 this week. I cranked out 91 to 99 construction, and I did mahogany tables. I know I have a guide on oak dungeon doors, but tables they were just better for me. They're a little more mindless, and they're faster. But the doors, basically, if you destroy a door, before the butler gets in, then he goes in the wrong spot, and it's just annoying. And tables you can't really mess up. Now they're like double the cost, and they are like not even that much faster the way I was doing them, because I was, again, it was very mindless, just like brain off, just click, click, click. Um, I think I was getting like 6 or 700 KXP per hour, and you're supposed to get like 950k, so not efficient at all. But it worked, and I love the cape. This is the first time having untrimmed construction, and I really like it. The plan is to get it trimmed. I mean, I'm gonna get more 99s, but um, I am looking forward to getting another 99 and getting this trimmed. I think when I do get the trimmed construction cape, because of the trim color, I'm going to get the Zamorak Halo, and then the cape and the halo and the fox will all kind of match. Kind of the hammer too, the sailor's amulet. Now the graceful is an issue. I love the speed running graceful. It's the first account I've ever had it on. Looks amazing. It's really grown on me, and I already liked it before I got it. Um, so I've got to figure out what to do with that. It's very blue, right? It doesn't really go with the items I just described. So I'm gonna have to kind of figure out what I want to do with that. But I will cross that bridge when I get to it. I gotta get that second 99 first. Sailor's Amulet. I talked about this last video. I had it last video, but we did hit that 67 milestone this week for the teleport to, what is it, Deep Fin Point. So I just have my left click set to Deep Fin Point, and it's been really nice. I don't think I'm gonna get 99 crafting anytime soon because of this amulet. And I realized something, and it's so nice, and I didn't appreciate this until I got these two items, but the issue with the crafting cape and the construction cape is they're both capes that compete for that inventory slot or the equipment slot. And if you have the construction cape and the sailor's amulet, you can wear both, and you can go to your house and a bank infinitely, basically infinitely. And it's really nice. It's like arguably better than the crafting cape plus con cape, like when you consider them together. So that was nice to kind of realize. I really like this combination. It feels very strong, very high quality of life. And then just like to get to the Grand Exchange, I pretty much always have a Ring of Wealth on. Um, I do wish on all my other accounts I get the Varrock Medium Diary done pretty quickly, because I love that Grand Exchange teleport. I do really miss that, but Ring of Wealth is perfectly fine. And then going back to these just kind of weekly progress trackers, 316 Nightshade was farmed this week. So I think I have like five or 600 total farmed. So that is, what is that, 200 or so poison dynamite, and on top of the 300 that I have. So a little bit of math there. I have about 500 poison dynamite, which sounds like a lot, and it sounds like a lot to me, but from some of the grinds that I've seen people do in District 3, it's not a lot. I can burn through that. I don't even think that's enough to get a Skull Scepter. I think it's like half of a Skull Scepter on average. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I know I need a lot. A Skull Scepter would be something that I would kind of strive for. And I'm honestly not sure what else I really want to use poison dynamite for. I just know that eventually I will want to use it, and it's not something that you can really. I mean, it is. You can just like farm it, right? Like you could just pick up Cave Nightshade in the Scabbard Caves, but that sounds horrible. So I'm really trying to avoid that. And the Nightshade, farming the Nightshade has a wonderful pet chance, so why not? I got Varrock Easy Diary done, and that was just because of Guardians of the Rift. I didn't even need to do this, honestly. I mine more than enough essence at the start of games with 93 mining and a dragon pickaxe to fund the whole game, but it just feels good. It feels better to have, I guess what you would call best in slot mining gear for Guardians of the Rift. And that's pretty much the week. It was a fun week. I got some Herblore levels too that I'm looking at now. Again, that was just for total levels. I really pushed the total levels. I really wanted 1300 level, 1300 total. Now, just being honest, right? So I want to progress this account, but also I like ranks in clans. Not that I think they mean much, but literally just they like the way they look. Like if you see Beckett's this Zenite rank, I really like the look of that. Now that's I think like 1600 total, so that's far off. And I have this red rank right now, which is fine, but like the white rank looks really good. The goal is like the Onyx and the Zenite, and that's like 1550 total or something. And again, I don't think that like means anything. It's literally just aesthetics, and I think it looks nice. That's where I'm coming from. So that's why I care a little more about total level. But honestly, that was only really like a big push this week. This coming week, the goals haven't really thought about it much, to be honest. I've been busy with work, but more salvaging, like I mentioned, continuing the farm runs. Those are just going to be a thing all the time. I have quite a few farming seed packs stored away. I think the goal is still to fill the bank with seed packs. I think that's like a fun goal that is achievable, but also generally long term. Um, I have quite a few hundred to go, but and I'm not gonna like thin the bank out just to like get more. Just naturally, whenever my bank gets full from doing contracts, then I will open them. And I guess I'll make a video on that. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought that far ahead, and it's pretty far in the future. Like I don't stay on them very much. It's just I think I mentioned this before. I do pretty much one attempt every day. So if I get like 3 in a row, then I get 3 that day. Sometimes things die and I get 0 that day. So I try to do like 1 a day, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not an Iron Man, and that's one of the perks of not being an Iron Man is I don't have to really care about that much. So yeah, salvaging, maybe some herbivore. I'm not sure. Um, Agility, I guess. I mean, agility is like I would like it to be my second 99. I don't know if I can. It's kind of a race for agility versus farming. I don't know. I think I have 4 weeks left of farming or something. I haven't calced it in a while. I know a couple weeks ago it was 6.5 weeks, and so it should be about 4 weeks left. I'm not sure, but I mean we're pacing very well for it, so things are going according to plan for farming. The only thing I didn't really account for was tree deaths because I didn't feel like doing that math, but it's not negligible, but so maybe 7 weeks would have been a better calculation, but I didn't. Like I said, I didn't really fuss with that calculation because you never know. Like I might miss a farm run or two. I haven't yet, which feels good, but you don't know. So yeah, maybe agility. I might do some of that math later and kind of project and see how many hours a day I would have to do agility to beat farming. Not that I really care which one comes second or third, but yeah, I guess agility is kind of up there as far as wanting to kind of grind out. And I will see. We'll see if I hold true to that this week in the next video. So if you watched this far, thank you. I tried to keep it pretty low key today, just like every day. And like I said, if you watched this far, thank you. Please like the video if you did like it. If you have any feedback or comments, please comment them. And thank you for keeping up with this progress. There might be a name change next week. We'll see. But if you watch this far, it's a little sneak peek. All right. Bye. Have a nice day. Thank you again.